Okay, so we are back. So where are we? So you guys are talking like to amongst you. Says, "Oh, Dad, my friend who plays a paladin more often than I do, i.e., once, pointed out that there is probably no way anyone could see you doing that, so you're good." But and I was more throwing it in there for like a flavor thing. Just remember that magic is generally visible and rare, although not unheard of. People will not think you're a witch and run to burn you, but they will notice. And generally, things like detecting and reading minds is considered pretty fucking rude. So, although like I said, there's no way apparently for them to know you're doing it. So, fucking go nuts.
Paladin, do what I want.
So, all right. So yes, you guys are talking at this table. I don't know that you've actually reached any kind of consensus. So, carry on with your conversation.
I'm in favor of coming up with a plan of action. I'm in favor of distraction and the room that I was in the room. I'll see what I can do on the computer. It is, and I'll give it a look at. Okay. So I'm suggesting as a distraction to do out in the middle of the dance floor with my drink and trip, fall, and into people's heads and faces.
Rather,
What, do the honest way?
hang on to the drink.
I got a drink.
Like, put it in your backpacks.
I don't have a
How are you going to put a drink in your pocket?
I mean, I played RPGs. You can put all kinds of shit in your backpack.
I checked my jacket, my grab a flask. Does anybody have a flask?
You all have water skins, which are basically in the modern world canteens. So you could empty one of those into a sink and.
We just look like freaks wandering around. Like we're hiking the goddamn Appalachian Trail.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows you're adventurers, but it's okay. Like that's something that people do.
Apparently not cool enough to get in the dough.
You want to say drink for this? Are we in the club? Yeah. I'm going to throw mine on the dance floor. I still got mine. I'm enjoying mine. Somebody has a better idea. As the oldest, most responsible being at this table. Toby? I have no idea. I'm probably older.
I'm a mature adult.
I'm enough. I'm angry.
Exactly.
You are. I'm headed for the dance floor. I'm headed. Rome and I will always catch it. Yeah, sure. Rome and I will head. Yeah! Oh my God.
So you're welcome to do that, and that's a great plan. At least the 7 people that can see you in the press of the dance floor notice and step aside. I don't know what kind of large-scale distraction you are trying to perform that the music and general vitality of the club is not already providing.
Oh, damn it. I just wasted my turn. Wait, hold on. There's really a thing on the office is locked. You don't have any lock picks, do you? I have a thieves kit. Is that no, the server room is locked.
Yes.
Yeah, we determined that the office is locked?
One more time?
We know the server room is locked. Do we know if the office room is locked?
If you jiggled the knob, it probably... stand by. No, it did not happen to be locked.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Not locked, but we're going to create a bunch of a distraction. So yeah, we'll lay it on there. Fail next.
As I was trying to say, your plan has not failed because the club in and of itself is already pretty distracting. So you may just try to do what you want to do with that level of distraction rather than trying to generate more distraction.
Okay. All right. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Or do you want me to stay outside the door? No, come inside. Because you'll look suspicious if you're hanging outside the office door, and if someone comes inside and tries to get me, dude, I'm pretty weak. I get 9 HP. 9. I have a big stick. I'm single digits here. So, well, I say we all kind of not
mill about
suspiciously, but kind of
mingle
about around the door.
Suspicious.
While Ida goes inside. So at least we're all kind of doing whatever we're doing within
Right.
height of and steps of the door in case there's a loud scream on.
And that's fine. So the 5 of you arrange yourselves in a conversation outside the door, much like a group of wedding guests sit outside the door out of which the hors d'oeuvres come. Ida is going to attempt to kind of take a, when no one other than your group is looking, just kind of disappear behind the door. Is that the plan?
Yeah. And roll back.
That's fine. That's a stealth roll.
Both of us.
23 and 20.
Okay. So quite deftly, as far as you can tell, you someone laughs, ah ha ha, and you just kind of reach behind you, open the door, do a nice little spin through it, and close it quietly behind you. As soon as the door is closed, the music noticeably dims to the point where you can actually hear yourself breathing. You can still feel it, but it's not as noisy. So the sound deadening materials in the door and the wall are quite good. This area is dimly lit, not in a like candlelit kind of way, but in a no one's actively working here, so they're saving power kind of way. The coat check room is obviously to your south there, and the owner's office door seems closed. There is a glass pane on his door, and it's kind of frosted. There's a lot more light coming out of his office.
Do I want it's something?
Maybe you can see those shoes.
And since I gathered that this was the reason you came back here, there are computers on both desks.
Why don't you look at the computer? I'll see if I can see anything.
Is there any noticeable difference between computers?
Not that you could tell, they're the same brand of computer.
Someone flip a coin. I'll pick one.
You flip a coin.
Yeah,
I don't carry money. I'll just take the. I'll just take the computer to my left.
Okay.
I don't know which one that is, and it doesn't
Neither
matter.
is Matthew.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll just pick a computer.
Okay, what would you like to do with it? So the computer on your left would allow you to watch all 3 doors, so that's probably your best bet.
Oh, suck it. Is it locked with a password or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
He broke again.
No, he's
One arm slow again.
Am I okay?
You're all right.
Yeah.
So I just won't move much.
Right, do I know what computer language it's programmed in? Parfait or?
It is parfait.
It's Parfait? Okay.
And you do have your laptop with you.
I do have my laptop with me. Alright, I don't know how hacking really works, guys. I didn't actually do my research.
Okay, so
Tell me that. I mean,
there's 5 steps to hacking.
okay.
The first one is to connect your rig, or you can try to use their computer.
No, there's nothing on there.
That's fine. Then you can basically search for what you want. Then, if you run into any kind of security, you have to defeat the security. And you may have to do those 2 things multiple times, depending on if you see what you want right up front, or if you have to keep going. Then, once you see what you want, you do what you're going to do. And then when you're all done with it, you have to get out of the system. So that might mean just unplugging and walking away, or it might mean you have to like alter logs so nobody knows you were there, so on and so forth.
What should I look for?
Anything, the recipe maybe for that drink.
The recipe for the drink? On the computer. Alright. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do those 5 steps that Pietro just described.
So, you're gonna use your laptop then?
Yeah, I'm going to play
Okay,
laptop.
so these are pretty standard model consumer PCs. So they've got all kinds of USB plugs and shit all over them. So you can find something to jack into with your laptop. I'm going to need a computer's roll out of you, intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah, so you're going to add your bonus to it.
You might want to write computers under that schedule.
Oh, that did not go well.
Save it. 6.
6 is good.
She rolled a 1.
That's
Okay.
with the bonus, you got a 6.
Okay. Wow.
You know what? I'll see
I
what
can
you're
make you roll
right.
better.
You accidentally spill your drink on the floor.
Yeah, remember that the penalty at this point is generally like just losing time or whatever.
I was going to say, yeah, the password spoofing you attempted did not work, and it's going to take you a little longer, but you may try again. The system has not locked down.
Yeah.
But the plan of action.
We're not sucking this time.
I'll see myself out, man. You can happen to your own.
It's okay. Everyone has shitty rolls.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. 17. I'm just gonna move my napkins.
17 total?
Yeah, cut off.
Okay. The password turns out was just password because these people suck. And you kick yourself mentally for not checking that one first. But they were very clever. They put a 1 on the end. So that was it. However, you get in and up pops a background of a cat being adorable, as well as various production software, etc. It's a PC that the person here uses for accounting and shit based on what's most readily available. What would you like to do? You'd like to see what else is on the network because you're looking for a recipe, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This computer itself does not contain the recipes. However, the network from this computer is unsecured because you're already on the computer. And there are several other things in the nightclub that are on this network, including a series of video cameras. Another computer labeled very similarly to yours, you can guess is the one across the room from you. A computer called Petrov PC, and something called power distribution.
Okay. So let me just say it. The way computers and so on and so forth work is pretty much everything is connected to the computer. If you look far up, all the cash registers, the door locks, everything's going to be on there somewhere. So Matthew just gave you the important things you see, including the cameras. So you might want to. You know that cameras have video feeds, and you might be able to either see something interesting or to cut off video.
Do you get video fed live right now?
Yeah. Well, that's what we're going to find out. You should be able to tap into the cameras and see what's on.
You're on camera. With her in the room, can we make suggestions? I know. I'm saying some of it's communication. Or...
If you want to text her, that's fine, but it's going to be kind of a delay. If another one of you wants to pop into the room, that is also fine, but I'll need a stealth check out of you.
I've got a fairly good stealth.
And I'm not suggesting what you do. I'm trying to tell you how the system works at this point.
All right. I'm going to pop into the room because I have an idea and I want to be able to tell her.
Roll stealth for me, please.
D20? Yeah.
Yes, plus your stealth check.
Oh, 20 with my stealth.
20 total?
20 total.
Okay. As far as you can tell, you do a very similar maneuver that Ida did, and you pop in. Ida looks up, surprised at first, but notices it's you and continues her work.
So I kind of start over and look over and say, hey, I'm curious. I'm curious. How's it all going on?
That's fine. As far as you can tell, it's digital witchcraft. You have no fucking clue. So, Ida, what are you trying to? Ida, what are you trying to accomplish?
I'm gonna check the camera feed.
Okay. There are probably 20 cameras total around the building, and they are linked to the network non-centrally. So You're going to have to go through them one by one. Is that what you'd like to do? They're also numbered serially.
Yeah, I think a quick flip, because if our faces are on camera, we're going to want to erase that. Based on a camera, I should check my face working. Our faces are on camera. Yeah,
let me just say that when Ketch suggests that you rewrite camera feeds, Ida, you can go ahead and know from your experiences that that's not going to be possible with the amount of time you have.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna flip through and see if we're. Can we delete camera feed? Yeah, that's easy. If the office that we're in currently is on camera.
It's going to take a few seconds to go through each feed because it's got to pop up. You got to see what you're looking at and then go to the next one.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Ketch, can you make a perception roll for me?
Can I make a perception roll?
Yes, can you?
D20.
Right aside.
I want to not pick up.
The first camera you see, Trin, is the foyer.
Awesome.
What was your perception roll?
4. I'm also in the room.
Oh, my bonus. So my passive perception is 12. I guess my 2, so 6.
6. Okay. You don't see any cameras where you are, by the way. That's what that perception roll was for.
Yeah, I figured it was. Roman, do you want to try perception cameras?
As you're flipping through cameras, you see one that's on the dance floor, one that's another one in the foyer looking at the coat check. The woman there seems bored. One looking out the front door. The crowd seems unchanged. Oh, I mean, I could keep rolling, but each of these is taking you 10 to 30 seconds. So to go through all 20, you were looking at 10 or 15 minutes worth of work.
Oh, no.
No. Alright, should I
Find that list.
Well, it occurs to me that a pretty good, we haven't figured out, we think it's the drinks, but a pretty good disruption would certainly be going after the power supply, or a hiccup.
So it occurs to me.
If you could see if, based on the actual suggestion that the cash register, what if we just
I wasn't suggesting, I was just informing.
her?
Well, he did create the world, so.
If there's any way to mess with the calculations from the cash register, that would certainly sell quite a bit of.
If people are short-changed,
I saw. We're gonna watch your Twitch stream. Let's stream with cat.
if you had short-changed, that would certainly.
Yeah.
Wait,
I would wait until you find what you're looking for. Because if that happens, you're going to come look at their.
someone's gonna check the network and see the on-office.
Okay. So what are we going after?
So
Seat bay.
We're trying to. You want to say that loud for the people in the back?
Their seat bay.
I think it's gonna be on Petro PC or
Petros.
Petro is doing
So you're the hacker.
I am the hacker.
So
I am the expert.
make your best guess, and you can always consult with Matthew because it's kind of a new area for you. So.
Tell me what you want to accomplish, and I can help you to make the best decision to get there.
I want to find the recipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was one goal, find this recipe. The other goal, someone mentioned maybe trying to use something on the network to create that hiccup you're looking for. How did you want to try that?
Yeah. Did you want a short change?
I have two suggestions. One, we mess with the power, which could have quite dramatic results. But I think messing with the money would
drive customers away.
It might drive customers away in the long run. It might slow down his business. So.
Well, I'm saying, if I've got access to the power grid, I couldn't hold it.
Okay, so as far as the cash registers are concerned, yeah, you could try that. That's a fairly subtle hack. I don't know that it would get the the bang and pop that Ivan is looking for. So you'd have to convince him. Yeah. And so that's that. The recipe, if you had to guess if this is a secret drink recipe that only this club knows about, is probably on Petrov's computer. If you want to mess with the power grid, you can start looking at that.
Okay. Petros computer network. You can check see if Petros computer network.
It is. That's how she knows it's there.
Okay. In the room.
But you have to physically
Right.
get
No, I maybe able to get to that. That's fine. I should be able to get up to that one when you're okay. But the question is, will it raise any alarm? We assume that Petrov's in his office with the lights on.
and getting him out of his office because having him come to the room or in.
This door has
That's
frosted
right.
glass window, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the window is frosted though, so you can't like see through it.
Can you see shapes though?
Maybe shadows, but like so you can see the layout that Catherine has on her tablet there. If he's sitting at the desk, it's dark outside, so any light coming from behind him wouldn't be there. I doubt you'd be able to tell if there was a person at the desk unless he like stood up and started walking around the room, which no one is currently doing.
Oh, yes.
Maybe he's asleep.
So that's
Also, he's short.
He is a dwarf, although dwarves are only a little shorter than humans.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm just saying, you won't be able to see through the glass because the glass is at eye level.
I can look down.
So that's the problem.
Oh, so there really was a computer on my left.
So what are we trying to do here, Ida?
Get me.
Do we want to try this computer?
Yeah.
So here's a thought. If we mess with the power and we hide behind these desks, so if he comes out to investigate and it's dark, well, no, he's going to go right by us. There's like no way.
It's in the room. So
Yeah, I'm just saying if we turned off the power, he would come out, but he's going to go right
I
by
don't think
us.
that was you being part of the computer.
The computer that has no power, that computer?
Yeah. That computer.
I didn't say we had to turn off power to the entire building. I said mess with.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but there's
Why
not
would
part
you do
of
that first?
Maybe I
She
she
wants
was
to
trying to get him out of his
office.
office. If Petra comes out of his office, he's gonna walk right by us. So I'm gonna get him out of his office without him seeing.
I think I should.
I'm behind those desks.
Okay, here's
Thanks,
the
whoever
problem
just
here.
followed us.
What?
Sorry,
Well,
continue.
Shelby. When we hide here, it's gonna. If he turns around, we're gonna be like right there.
Well, it's dark in that room, isn't it?
Or we can go, yeah, or we can hide under the desk, I guess. Behind the three of us.
Or there's three of us in there. We could take it.
We gotta be careful. This is Ivan's brother who we're talking about.
Some light.
We can take it with some light. We want to have a nasty accident.
Hey, nothing's wrong with a little tiny talk.
You know what? Hey,
What are you doing?
Knock the power up, hide under the desk. Sure, what the hell? We both
We are getting to the point where your hushed argument is starting to escalate in volume. So I'm gonna need a decision, or someone's gonna hear you.
Okay. Up to you. Stuff like this.
Why is
I have no peace.
So
Because
you're
you're a
the,
hacker.
Okay, but I'm the decision maker. I'm
you're the decider in
the
this
point and
case.
click adventure.
Why don't you roll into the
You're the expert in this particular
Look,
aspect.
when we need a hacker decision, you're the decision maker. When we need a righteous asshole decision, we go to Dad. That's just how it works.
Fair enough.
I haven't put dots.
Actually, before we go,
I thought it's,
any
I thought it's right.
distraction, conflict, tying up of Ivan's brother.
What are we gonna do?
Let me try and walk you through his computer. Maybe he's asleep at his desk.
It doesn't matter. I mean, why would he know that you're hacking this computer?
I don't know, maybe our computer team has.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna try and access Petrov's computer from the network.
Okie doke. His computer does have a little more security than the security camera, so I will need a computer's intelligence roll out of you on that.
Gotcha.
Roll 5, not 1.
I'm not rolling for
15 total.
Okay, you're in. The security was fairly easy to spoof from where you were. His computer is poorly organized, but it's available to you. All you're going to try to do is look for this recipe, or is there anything else you'd like to try?
Oh, maybe we can financial grant. Given the item, really complex. No, I'm just trying to think what would be useful to Ivan.
I'm gonna go for just the recipe right now.
Hey, one at a time. Ida?
I'm gonna go for the recipe.
Okay, I need an investigation roll from you.
Investigation is intelligence.
Okay, there it is. Oh, I'm gonna get investigation. 17 total.
Oh, okay, great. So you managed to find a folder labeled drink recipes.
Good job.
Except it's labeled with a Russian accent. It's drink recipe. And in it you find the cocktail recipes of the establishment. You can copy them to your laptop. It'll take a couple seconds. They're just text files. Although a quick perusal with a 17 roll, so you probably had a good time to at least take a look at them. They just look like recipes, like, a shaker of this, a jigger of that, shake, stir, put in a chiller globe, and go.
Don't forget about the wall. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes, and
I mean, you don't have a bowl recipe.
no, but he might have information on what patients with or
But you've got one in your hand.
No, I don't think you. Why would I bring that with me?
Jin, make a perception roll for me too, please. Sorry, Ida.
Yeah. 6. Oh my god.
Okay, you're fine. Keep going. And while you're thinking of something to do, thank you, Pikachu, for the follow there. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Pikachu draws us.
Wait. What if I copy your recipes and hand it over to Ivan and say perhaps there's something?
Sure. Just copy.
All right. I'm gonna copy the drink recipes to my laptop.
Sure. It's done before you can even say that to me. It's literally a couple K of text files is nothing.
What other folders do you see on?
I'm gonna peruse his computer for
anything of interest.
anything of interest. Yeah.
Investigation roll, please.
Other folders do you see?
Investigating. 17.
Great folders, great.
Do you speak Dwarvish?
Absolutely not.
She does, though. She's right next to it.
Okay. Anything on the computer that is Ivan's private stash, like private files and things, are all in Dwarvish.
Catch. I don't speak Dwarvish.
Okay.
If you're going to have Ketch read everything over your shoulder, it's going to take a lot longer. And just so you know my style, I do have a running timer of how long you've been doing this.
Download it.
Everything in Dwarvish. We'll worry about it later.
But I don't know if it's interesting or not.
Could just I'll just take this time to copy it and argue about it.
Okay, I copied anything that looks neat.
Anything in Dwarvish.
Anything in Dwarvish.
Anything in Dwarvish. That's gigs and gigs of data. It's going to take a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, we'll be sitting here for a while.
Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. It's interesting.
So you can fire that up and then go do something else while it's working.
Okay.
Okay. I should leave and come back.
No.
No, we should do something else on the.
And I mean you can do something else on the network if you'd like to.
Yeah. No.
I'm just gonna leave this laptop here.
She's got a little sign that says "Please do not touch." Just hacking in progress.
I'm gonna disturb the door real quick. All right. Well.
I take the time to text Pietro and Kana, see if everything's all right outside the door.
You're in, I thought you were in the room.
No, actually, I am in the room. I'm just talking to them.
Oh, you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
You guys,
whatever they text back, whatever Catch texts back.
You look like you're having a seizure on purpose.
Have you not been to a club before? No.
No.
So,
you've been to a discotheque.
can you take the time while we're waiting for that?
Roma.
Yes.
So while you're waiting, there are people going about. The club is still bumping. They've been in there for about 15 minutes at this point.
She was in the room as well.
Wait, you're in the fucking room?
I rolled the original.
Yeah, she went in the original.
Yeah, with her. I rolled a
And
silver.
then I went in afterwards.
She rolled a 20 and I rolled 23. We both went in.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my apologies.
Okay, so next up then, so the three of you are in there. Okay, Kana then, the three of them have been in there for about 15 minutes, and I can see you like Catch text you like I don't fucking know, like an emoji that does this, and like I said, there's a lot of people milling about, and people are friendly enough. Although you do notice that. One of the security guards who walks by does kind of look at you guys and then continues his path, but he like noticeably looked at you guys. The guards are kind of rotating around the club, so there's a chance he may have seen you guys being in the same spot next to the office's door for some time.
Well, okay.
Just keep that in mind, and you guys can discuss what you'd like to do with that information. Ida, what are you doing? Are you just going to sit there and twiddle while the stuff is copying, or is there something else you'd like to
I'm going to knit, play some solitaire, and play solitaire.
do? I got spider solitaire on this bitch.
I'm going to try.
Then, how long? Does she have a download timer on this thing? Can we take?
Let's say 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Are there any? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, in the meantime, can we set up something to disrupt the club? What do we want to take a look closer look at the power?
Okay, well, while it's... I'm down to
Okay, yeah, roll computers for me to get into the power. It's got a little bit of security on it.
roll what?
Computers, intelligence.
Oh, my television.
What's your?
Yeah.
7.
Everything's fine.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. The security on the power node noticed your attempt and is giving you one more try. It actually put up a timer on the second try though, and if you don't succeed within 10 seconds, it's actually gonna fire some kind of alert to the network.